By default, when we deploy GlobalProtect on a Palo Alto firewall, allowing remote access to users who are sitting on the internet, access the resources inside the company, often they will consume and waste a lot of bandwidth. And the reason is that they will use that tunnel for everything. Let me show you what I mean by that. So in this topology, we have this headquarter firewall kind of sitting at the edge of headquarter office. And on this side, we have like the inside of the LAN network on the subnet 10.1.0.0. And we have this Linux PC with the IP address 10.1.0.5. And here on the right side, we have the network 19.168.1.0, kind of connected to the internet. And we have the router ISP here. And we have this remote user that from time to time, he might be able to connect to this gateway and access the resource in this company. So let me bring that PC real quick. And so by default, without being connected to the VPN, if we try to access the internet, which essentially I'm just going to try to ping to 8888, and this is an IP address that is configured here on the router ISP, and I'm able to reach that IP address. So now if I try to connect to GlobalProtect, and this is the headquarter firewall 1 IP address, so I'm just trying to connect. Okay, it's connected, and now if I try to ping the same IP address, I can't. Okay, so it's going to time out, and the reason why is that all the traffic that I need to reach is being sent inside the VPN tunnel. And we can confirm that if we take a look at the routing table. We can see that we have two default routes. So this is the first one that we had before connecting to GlobalProtect, and you can see that it says to any destination that we try to reach, I'm going to use the router ISP. But look at this, we have metric 281, and we have a new default route now saying that it's going to use the on link or the interface, and this is the GlobalProtect VPN tunnel. And you can see the metric is way lower than the previous one, so which means that every destination that we try to reach, whether it's internet, whether it's a local resource in the company, will use that link. So now if I try to ping 10.1.0.5, that's Linux 5, I'm able to reach that PC, but now I can't access the internet. Now, in a production environment, there are actually companies that like to have this kind of scenario where we have full tunnel, meaning all the traffic coming from the PC should be sent inside the tunnel. But again, as I said, this also means that it's going to consume a lot of bandwidth, and this bandwidth will be shared across all the different remote users that are trying to connect to the VPN at the same time. So some companies, they might want to split the traffic, meaning some traffic will be sent inside the tunnel, but all the other remaining traffic like YouTube or any other platform, the PC should use its own local network, its own local gateway. And that's what I'm going to show in this video. We're going to deploy GlobalProtect with split tunnel. And so let me disconnect from the VPN now. Let's go and disconnect, and let's jump to our headquarter firewall. And now I'm not going to show you how to configure the VPN from scratch. You can watch this video that is going to be somewhere here on screen, where I show how to deploy GlobalProtect from scratch. So at this step, we just want to enable split tunneling. Okay, so to do that, we'll go to network, and let's go to GlobalProtect gateways. And here on the gateway configuration, then we go to agent, and here on agent, let's go to client settings, and here on client settings, we're going to edit this one, and we want to go to this option here where it says split tunnel. Now there are different options to enable split tunnel. We can use access route or domain and application. Now to make this simple, we're going to use access route. And here on include, we're going to say which networks we want to be sent inside the tunnel. So we're going to say if we want to reach a specific network, like for instance the 10100, we want to include only that specific network in the tunnel, and everything else we're going to use our local gateway. Okay, so let's go back to our firewall, and we're going to include, and I already have this object here for the subnet 10100/24. I'm going to select that one, and I'm going to press OK and just save it. Okay, now this is a very basic deployment. So if you take a look at policies, we don't have much happening here, so it's some basic settings here. And so now we can commit these so that we can test later. Okay, so the changes were applied, so let's close these and let's go back to our PC. So let's try again. You should be able to reach 88888. Okay, so now let's connect again to GlobalProtect. Okay, it's connected. So first thing first, let's see if we can ping 8888, and we can. That's great. And what about 10105? We also can reach our Linux 5 PC. Now if we take a look at the routing table, now we can see that we have the default route, but only towards the router ISP. We don't have an additional default route, and the only thing that we are using inside the tunnel is this network. So 10100 is reachable via GlobalProtect. So that's how you deploy GlobalProtect split tunneling on a Palo Alto firewall. I hope you took value from this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.